Assalamu alaikum. My name is Abdul Khalik. Dear friends, we the humans are somewhat ambitious, or call it that we are greedy. We don't feel contented with just survival. Rather, we want to be affluent. We want to gain more and we want to achieve more. That is something really natural. Now, if at all we want to become a fluent person, if at all we want to become a rich person, that's not bad at all. And it is rather good to be ambitious, good to be striving and struggling to achieve something worthwhile. But dear friends, please remember that whatever we are going to do, even if at all we want to become a rich person one day, we do have to adopt certain good techniques. Even if at all we just want to become a rich person one day, we have to work according to a system, according to the certain techniques, according to the research which has been conducted till now, according to the findings of the research which has been conducted till now. And this is going to be the topic of our today's discussion. We will speak on the subject in this way. If you want to be rich one day, if you want to be rich one day, say goodbye to these nine behaviors. Say goodbye to these nine behaviors if you want to be a rich person one day. So here the don'ts of are being talked about. Simply what we need to say goodbye, that is being discussed here, that is being debated and talked about here. My dear friends, first of all, what we have to say goodbye, that is the behavior of procrastination. Procrastination. Indeed, procrastination, anybody and everybody who is practicing either consciously or unconsciously, nobody actually does it consciously, but some of the people, they are not much eager to get the things done. Rather, they keep procrastinating, they keep delaying and deferring the things. So, in that like case, my dear friend, I think anybody who is doing it will never be able to become a rich person, will never be able to develop and to prosper one day. So we do have to get rid of this thing one day, my dear friends. Number two, it is giving your inner critic the microphone. All of us have the critic inside us. So this critic, I don't need that then say that this should be silenced forever, and no, neither it is humanly possible. I think that we need to somehow snatch the microphone from it. We need not to make it that much very strong. Rather, we need to weaken it. Rather, we need to make it lesser powerful. And if at all it is more and more powerful, as for the inner critic is concerned, it will keep disempowering us. We don't have to disempower us, rather we need to empower, and we need to empower ourselves. Unless and until we are quite empowered, and let me tell you that we are not going to prosper at all. Number 3, it is being overly logical. It is being overly logical. If at all we talk about the logic might discourage the daydreaming. The logic might discourage the ambitiousness, saying that since you don't have much of the resources, since you have not gone to the college for education, you are not a university graduate, so in that case you have very little chances of success. But the truth is that there are enough number of the people who were neither very educated nor affluent in the beginning, but later on, not only that they became the rich people, rather they became very rich person. Dear friends, being overly critical, we have to abandon this attitude. Number 4, emotional spending. Emotional spending. What is this emotional spending, by the way? One thing is that we are rational enough, and we are spending rationally. I think that one is the emotional spending because of the ego, or because of you can say any other emotion, either anger or jealousy or whatever you call it. But let me tell you that this emotional spending will keep us very weak financially. And if we are that much weak, so in that case we will not be able to become a strong person financially. So we have to get rid of this behavior of emotional spending as well. Now the fifth is lack of having the goal. Lack of the goal setting. Goal setting is very very important. Unless and until we declare something as our destination, I think that we are not going to develop at all. Unless and until we declare some place as our destination, unless and until we set a goal, I think that we will not be able to achieve, we will not be able to move forward toward our destination, toward our goal, and hence we are not going to succeed at all. Lack of goals. Now, the sixth is resistance to change. Resistance to change. And change is very important. It is said rightfully that the only thing which is permanent here in this world, that is called change. And if at all it is that much permanent, if at all it is that much important, if at all that if it is invincible, if it is unstoppable, so why not to go with the change? Why to resist it? I think we should be always ready, we should be ever ready for the change, and we should not be denying, we should not be negating the importance of the change at all. So it is a resistance to change, and we have to abandon this. Now, the seventh behavior we need to abandon is unwillingness to learn new skills. Learning new skills, I think that is very important as well. And skill makes the things easier for us. Skills makes the things possible for us, and without the skill we will not be able to move forward anyway, because everything cannot be done with the raw energy, with the raw effort. We need the skill, we need the technique, and we need there is a specific way of doing a thing if at all we want to do it effectively. And if at all we are not doing it with the skills, and this actually means that we are quite ineffective, because effectivity matters a lot. Otherwise we will be left far 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 behind. My dear friends and fellows, that we should be always ready, ever ready to learn new skills. And that then the number 8 is not seeking professional or educational help. Yes, we need to seek the professional and the educational help, because it is very important. We are not a sort of know it all sort of person. Everybody is not genius, and even the genius people need the professional and the professional help. Might be a professional and educational help. So we should always be ready, and we should not be hesitating to seek the professional or the educational help, because these consultants are available and we need to pay them for their services. We need to hire, we need to take the professional and the educational skills. And the number 8 behavior which we need to say goodbye is not seek that was number 8. And now the number 9 and the last is a unwillingness to network. Unwillingness to network. Networking is considered as something very important indeed, because we are always in need of discussing our thing with the other people, with our friend, and we always need the cooperation of the people. And without this cooperation, I think that we will not be able to develop, to move forward at all. So this sort of networking is very very important nowadays. It was always very very important, and that is why it is said that your network is your net worth. Your network is your net worth. And I think that we should be always working to improve, to maintain our network on the one hand, and to improve it with the passage of time, because it is really, really good. So these are the 9 behaviors we need to say goodbye if at all we want to become a rich person one day. And let me tell you, everybody knows rather even better than what I'm telling, that being rich is their right, and they must be struggling, striving, but there are certain behaviors of our own which are becoming the hurdle on way to it, so we need to conquer it. Thank you very much.